I have never filmed with my mom before, so hopefully this goes okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and for today's video I have a special guest, my mom.
Aww.
You could not. So for today's video, like I said, I have my mom with me, and this is kind of in honor of Mother's Day, which is coming up soon. And also in honor of Mother's Day, I have a gift for you.
You do?
I do.
Aww.
Do you want it?
Yes.
All right, so this is from Emily and I both, and I'm going to be careful to not show our address.
That's smart. Thank you.
You know, I try and think ahead sometimes. So you get to open this.
Ooh, very nice.
All right.
Love create. Aww.
Do you like it?
I do. I love it.
Do you want me to put it on you?
Yes, please. I love how close it is up to my neck. Because ones that hang lower, then I feel like they get lost in your shirt.
Do you like it? I feel like it's very suiting.
I do. I love it.
Good. I'm so glad that I speak. So, the necklace that Emily and I picked out for you, we picked it out for a couple of reasons. The number one reason that we picked it out is because we both really, really like the company. The company is Luisa, who is actually sponsoring today's video. It's my first sponsor ever. Kind of freaking out. I love the company so much. I loved it even before they reached out to me. So, we're going to cut to a clip of me talking about them a little bit more in detail before we get into the video. But I love this necklace. This is the Vita necklace by them. In addition to my mom's necklace being from Luisa, all of the jewelry that I am wearing today is also from Luisa. So I have this necklace that I got from them at the beginning of the year. You guys have probably seen it in a bunch of different videos.
Sorry.
Just kick me, it's fine. So you guys have probably seen me wearing this in a bunch of different videos. I genuinely love it. I wear it almost every single day. It's just a simple heart necklace, and we'll do close-ups. You guys can see it a little bit better. I also have the Luisa bracelet on, as well as their Cora earrings. They're all beautiful, and like I said, I'll talk about them more in detail in the next clip. All right, so Erin from the future here to talk a little bit more about Luisa. So like I said, Mother's Day is coming up soon, and in honor of that, Luisa is having a Mother's Day sale going on. So this would be a perfect time to get a gift for your mom if you need any last minute ideas, or honestly for yourself. Like I said, love their jewelry. I've had this piece for months now, and it is still in like the same condition it was when I got it in the mail, and that is not the case for most jewelry that I own. It's super good quality and super affordable. Some of their pieces are as low as like $39, which is insane for the quality that you are getting. They also have some higher end pieces as well, if that's more your style. And honestly, I feel like you can style their jewelry pretty much any way that you personally want to. Right now, I'm just wearing a t-shirt and jeans, and I feel like this works, and I have like the earrings in and the bracelet because like I said, I love their jewelry. So you can wear it like this, or you can wear it with a dress, and it would also like look super good and kind of just aid in the dressing up, if that is also your style. So I love how versatile their pieces are. They can be kind of like super subtle and minimal if you want them to be, or they can be super bold depending on how you want to wear them. I really like wearing v-necks with them, especially with this necklace, because it does hang down a little bit lower, and it just like, it looks, I don't know, it just looks so good. I love it with like almost every top that I've worn it with. So another thing that I really love about Luisa is that they are a super sustainable brand and company. I personally have been trying to just be more cognizant and conscientious of what companies I am buying from and making good choices to kind of help the environment. And something that I love about Luisa is that they are 100% carbon neutral as of the end of 2020 and have a mission to sustain that. It honestly stresses me out like how much damage different companies do, but Luisa, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to feel guilty about that, and that makes me feel so good. It's an amazing company, like all around. They've been a joy to work with. The quality is amazing, and then their mission statement, just to top it all off, I feel so good when I purchase something from them, and honestly, like I'm kind of helping the world in a way by not purchasing from other jewelry companies, if that makes sense at all. Maybe it doesn't, but I literally love them, and I'll have some close-ups like I mentioned. Now we can get back to the video with my mom. Also, sorry, my sister and one of her friends were in the background and like laughing, and my mom was super nervous to be on camera. So if this video is a little bit more chaotic, or you're having a hard time like hearing my mom, she's not used to it, so like just give her a little bit of grace. But anyway, thank you, and actually back to your regularly scheduled programming now. But again, I just wanted to say thank you before we got into this video. And now, I guess we'll explain what my mom is doing here for this video, other than me giving her the necklace for Mother's Day. Are you nervous?
Oh yeah.
So I told my mom about this idea and she agreed to it, even though she is a little nervous. She's a saint for being here, so thank you, I appreciate it. I'm going to be quizzing my mom on my reading today. A lot of people did this a couple of years ago. I think Kayla from Books and Lala was the first to do it. I also saw Murphy Napier with her husband to do it. I'm not married, and my boyfriend lives 18 hours away, so I'm not doing this with him, but I am doing this with my mom. Plus, I'm pretty sure if I asked him, he would tell me no. So, what we're gonna do is I have a bunch of books spread out on my bookshelf, obviously. And I also have a bunch of sticky notes. So the sticky notes have like a different category, subcategory type thing on them. And my mom's going to try to match the sticky note to the book. There are also 3 dummy books that don't belong here to kind of trip you up.
That is not nice or fair.
Well, if you watch my videos, these should all be easy answers. But you don't. So, this is going to be interesting. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through all of the sticky notes with you so you kind of have an idea before we get started. Also, you guys can guess along with her what you kind of think. I am genuinely curious to see how many everyone gets right.
And I'm genuinely scared.
So you ready to hear the categories?
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
I put a couple like gimmies in there.
What if I get those wrong? Well, I'm going to feel like an idiot.
I would kind of, yeah, that's fair.
Good.
Author we read together. This one should be the easiest thing ever. Okay. I'm so glad we're just jumping right into it. I was going to read them all first, but yeah, sure.
I know that one.
Wait,
hold on. Yeah, okay.
The only personalized book that I own.
Personalized?
Yeah. You were there with me when I got it, so...
Okay. I think it's this.
You think that book was personalized to me?
Personalized or like signed edition?
So we can just, you can hold on to that
Yeah.
and we'll come back.
Come back.
A book that made me sob.
Sob?
Sob. I was crying at 3 o'clock in the morning almost through this book. I'm very shocked I didn't end up waking you up.
Okay, skip. You're really doing great here.
My favorite horror manga of all time. In case you can't see that, that's Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1. The last book that I read physically, because the last book that I actually read was via ebook, and it isn't a manga.
Okay, skip. I'm killing this.
My favorite cover of all time.
Favorite cover of all time. Like the book cover or
Yeah.
the actual book?
Actual
know,
cover.
like the
Just the
sleeve?
cover.
I think it's this one.
Okay.
Probably not.
The smartest cast of characters.
I think that's this one.
Okay. My favorite book of all time that I own, because I don't actually own my 2 favorite books of all time, which is really unfortunate.
Well, I think that's also that one.
It's, well, only 1 sticky note per book.
What?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
You're gonna
It's
need
the
to rearrange
rules.
them.
This is definitely your favorite book of all time. You made me read it. You told me it was.
Okay.
Don't go backing out on that.
To be fair, I wrote down all of the answers in that notebook beforehand, so I'm not changing anything. They're right in there. My favorite love interest that I've read this year. Again, if you watch my vlogs, you'll know.
Oh, shush. I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Book that I plan on reading next.
Stop it.
It's over here, Mother.
I know, but I mean, I bought you that one over there a while ago. Figured it would be that. The next read. I think I'm gonna go with this one.
My current read.
I'm gonna go the one that's got a bookmark in it.
Typically, that would not be a good indicator, but in this case, that's fine. My favorite read of last year. I read this book sitting right next to you.
Why do you have to put me down like that?
I'm trying to give you clues, woman. My favorite manga of all time.
Okay, quick.
Got it.
Nailed it. Done.
Oops.
Sorry. Oh.
All right.
What's the other side's my better side?
Both
I
your
don't know.
sides are great.
Aw.
Favorite shoujo manga of all time?
You said I can't put more than one on.
So maybe that one's wrong.
Don't be rude. What's a shoujo manga?
I knew that would trip you up. I can't really tell you without giving it away. And the last one, favorite read of 2021 so far. I also read this sitting next to you multiple times.
I'm sure you did. I'm gonna go with the one that's all marked up.
Alright, so what do you got left?
Book that made me sob. Last book I read physically. Favorite love interest of 2021. I feel like it was that one. I don't think it was a Sarah J. Maas one that was personalized.
For which one?
That would have made you go insane.
Place your last few sticky notes and then we'll go through and I will tell you how many you have right so far and I'll remove the ones that are not right.
And then I get to do it again?
You get to just do the last few that you'll have that weren't right for half points.
Smartest cast of characters. I don't know why.
Okay.
I'll go with this one. I don't know why.
Okay.
Probably way off, which is fine.
So the last book I read physically was The Shadows Between Us.
Maybe.
Alright, do you want to know which ones you got wrong?
All of them.
No,
You
you
got this
actually
one
did
right.
get a few right.
Okay.
So this one's right. This one's right. This one's right. This one is wrong. This one is wrong.
That's rude.
This one's wrong.
More rude.
Wrong.
More rude.
This one's right. This one's right. This one's right. This one's wrong. This one is so wrong, it's laughable. Smartest cast of characters, wrong. I didn't even read this year. I read this my senior year of high school.
That's good.
And then this
Maybe
one
you reread it this year.
is also
There you
wrong.
go.
Yeah.
I haven't finished that book. So, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right. So
Out
that's
of?
60 points. Out of, you got
Almost
6
half.
out of 15.
Almost half.
You got.
That's a third, Mom. 1/3, yeah.
I was trying my
And
tractor
7 into 14, that's a half. So
I was trying
we're
my
pretty
stick,
close to half. I said
and,
almost a half.
was,
I didn't
like,
say
going to
exactly
go
a half.
around it.
Book that made me sob. Try again.
You said you haven't finished it though.
Correct. You're so hesitant. My only personalized book. You were there when I got it personalized.
and my memory sucks.
Okay.
You know this.
Okay, but you were there. You sat there while the author was signing books.
Yes, and I don't remember what the cover looks like. I'm a visual person.
And you don't remember.
Right. So, like, it didn't jump out at me.
So pick the one that doesn't jump out at you.
Pick the one that's just chilling.
They're all just chilling.
Pick a pretty one then.
My favorite book of all time that I own, and it's not this one.
Then I'm going to go with this one because it's all marked up.
Okay. My next read.
It's not that one, you've already read it.
Okay, I found it.
We can put it back for a little bit.
Okay.
You can answer some others and
You've
use
already read
process
that
of
one.
elimination.
I believe you've already read that one. Let me continue. Bring it on.
My favorite cover. Okay, first of all, what kind of colors do I like? There's a specific group of colors that I really love. I say it all the time. It's why Easter's my favorite holiday.
Yes, it's all the, you know, what do you call those colors? The light ones.
Pastel.
Pastel.
Like this.
That's right, pastel.
My favorite read of 2021. Smartest cast of characters.
That's what I had there first.
My favorite love interest of 2021.
I really have no idea.
Okay. the last book that I read physically that was not manga. Alright, now I'm gonna go through and tell you which ones you got wrong and get rid of the dummy books. So you're getting 2.5 points for this. Alright, so next read is wrong. Shadows Between Us is a dummy book. Smartest Cast of Characters, also wrong. Into the Drowning Deep is also a dummy book. Book That Made Me Sob, I haven't even read this.
I didn't think so.
What?
Because!
Alright, the other ones that are wrong. This is not my favorite book of all time. I haven't read this.
This is your favorite book of all time.
This is correct. Correct. Wrong. That's correct. That's correct. So, you have 3 left.
6 left.
Oh, I thought you only had 1 in your hand. A Court of Wings and Ruin, These Violent Delights, A Court of Silver Flames, Good Girl, Bad Blood, and The Inheritance Games.
Why is this hard? Last book you physically read. Okay.
Alright. These are switched.
I knew that was a favorite something.
To run through everything really quickly, give you guys the answers, give my mom the answers, and to close out this video because we have 35 minutes worth of footage already. The only personalized book that I own is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. I got it signed when I was in New York City with you. I got that book personalized when I was in New York City with you, my cousin, and some of my other family. It was really fun. It happened completely randomly and by chance, and I'm so grateful. It was such a cool experience, and I wish Corona wasn't a thing so I could go to more book signings. Book That Made Me Sob. I've talked about this in multiple videos. A Court of Wings and Ruin. It's not my favorite book in that series. Court of Silver Flames is, but I wanted to throw it at one point because I was so angry. And then some other things happened that made me angrier and kind of dialed it back, but it's fine. This is Chris Colfer. This is his 2nd series that he's written. We read all of his books together. They're a series that we read as a family. We haven't read this series yet, but we do intend to, and we always love reading his books. The last book that I read physically was Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. My video for that should be up by the time that this video comes out, but if it's not, I promise it's coming soon. My current read at time of filming this is The Lovely and the Lost by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am 68 pages in, have been for about a week, but it's fine, we won't talk about that. My favorite manga of all time, I don't know how to say the Japanese name, but it's Compulsive Gambler. I've only read 2 volumes of it at time of filming this, but I'm obsessed with it, it's so good. My favorite cover of all time is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I love the colors in this, and how, like, the watercolor, it's just so whimsical. My next read is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, for a video that should be out before this one, but in case it's not, I won't say anything. But if it is, I'll have it linked and you guys can go watch it. My favorite book of all time that I own is Ender's Game. I gave this 5 stars. I gave Into the Drowning Deep 4.5 stars. It triggered a lot of anxiety for me while I was reading it at certain points, so it only got 4.5.
Oh.
My favorite read of 2021, I have a whole vlog for this. I'm obsessed with it. It was so good, but it's not my favorite book of all time. My favorite love interest of 2021 is Wrath, who is a prince of hell, and I love him. He's horrible. It's wonderful. Favorite horror manga of all time. I'm kind of shocked that you got it right off the bat, but it is Tokyo Ghoul.
I remember that. We were standing in Barnes & Noble, and you were like, this is my favorite book of all time, and I just remember the cover.
I hadn't read it. Favorite shoujo manga. You asked what shoujo manga is. It's girl manga, which just means that it's like love stories. Shonen manga are like action and fighting stories for boys, basically, is how it's like broken up. But obviously, read whatever you want. Favorite read of 2020, Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And then Smartest Cast of Characters is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's very similar to Knives Out and all of the children in that book. 4 of the boys have like patents and they're just like geniuses, and it makes me feel inadequate as a human being, especially since I'm 20 years old and they're like 17, but it's fine. We won't talk about that. That was the video. How do you feel?
But yeah, that was a fun kind of game. I just wish I was more prepared.
Thank you for being in the video. Thank you to my sister Emily and her friend Julie for being the peanut gallery and all of the commentary that they provided. Thank you to the dogs for all of the technical difficulties that they gave me while filming this, and they're continuing to do it now. Let me know if you want any more videos with any of my family. I might not be able to get them, but maybe I will. So if you're convincing enough, I might be able to in turn convince them as well. Also, a huge thank you and shout out to Anna Luisa. You can check the description again for the link and their Mother's Day sale. It'll be right at the top. I need to go. I'm losing my mind. I love you all so much. I hope you're doing well reading, mentally, and otherwise. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this mess of a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.